What is up, everyone? Vince Ingenito here with my good buddy, John Ryan.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man.
We're great. We're playing some Witcher 3.
Yep. Riding into town, rad horse.
Yep.
Looking fancy. My wolf mask.
You're looking good with your
cool.
wolf mask. You got your Sunday best on.
I do. This is my fanciest outfit.
What do you got your Sunday best on for? We're gonna play some Gwent, aren't we?
Yeah, I like to look fancy when I'm playing cards.
Yeah, you should look like a classy gentleman when you're.
Especially since I'm gonna do it with a dude who's like building a fence. Like I'm gonna make him feel really bad about his station.
Why, pardon me, sir. Would you happen to know where I could play some cards?
Shut up. Let's play cards.
Let's play cards.
Let's play cards.
Arr.
So let's play Gwent. Vince, what is Gwent?
So Gwent is this awesome collectible card game that is in The Witcher 3, but also in real life.
And in real life.
And
it
in real
came
life.
with the Xbox One Collector's Edition.
Yes,
Sadly,
it did.
not the other ones, though. No PC and
No,
PS4.
no. Unfortunately not.
Hopefully they might sell real versions of it
I've
later.
got
But
my
anyway,
fingers
so
crossed.
that's beside the point. This that we're looking at now
Yes, this
is our Gwent deck builder.
Yes, correct. And so it's a turn-based card game where essentially, you know, it's pretty simple and straightforward. It's like a tavern game. You know, you've got cards of different varying power levels, and you put out a card, and then it's the other guy's turn. They put out a card, and the point is to have the higher overall point total at the end. But there's a lot of interesting little twists to it that make it, in my opinion, more interesting. I actually like it more than Hearthstone.
Oh yeah, no, it's phenomenal. I've never really been a huge card game kind of guy. Like I never really got into Magic. People were raving about Hearthstone, and I was like, whatever. But then when I started playing The Witcher, I played like 2 rounds of this, and I was hooked. I'm just like, I don't care about the main story. I just want to play Gwent. Yeah,
this is the first time I felt that way about a card game in a role-playing game since Triple Triad. I was a big Triple Triad guy.
I have no idea what that is.
That was in Final Fantasy VIII.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so in Final Fantasy VIII, they had Triple Triad. I was all about Triple Triad. Ooh, look at you. So there's different factions, just like you would imagine in other card games. And there's the monsters.
I got Dandelion yesterday.
Oh, cool. Nice. Can you play Dandelion in the monsters deck?
Yeah, you can play. He and Vesemir and Emerus, whatever the hell his name is over there.
Yeah.
They're all neutral cards.
Cool.
So if you don't have enough, you can see that you need a set number of unit cards, which we don't have enough of in our monsters deck right now.
That's right. Yeah, you need at least 22, like, unit cards, which are basically your fighters, your soldiers.
Yeah. And each of them have different abilities. You can see this ghoul in the monster deck has the muster ability, which is one of the most awful things to encounter as an opponent.
It's really, really rough. So if you press R2 and you zoom in real quick, you can show people that muster, basically any other card in your deck that has the same name in its name, anywhere in its name. You get to play it immediately.
Right, so like, if I've got 6 different kinds of vampire cards, like Vampire Bruxa, Vampire Emerus, Vampire blah, 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 Vampire Dracula, Vampire Count Chocula, like, all of those cards, if I played this one, will suddenly show up and count towards my point total.
Yeah, so if you have...
madness.
Which is crazy, so if you have a lot of cards with... if you build your deck appropriately, a muster deck can be really, really powerful.
Well, there was a game I was playing a couple of days ago. I fought a monster player, and they must have had 50 cards in the first row alone.
Oh, God.
Like their total was like 150, like with like a commander's horn. It was
sure,
nuts.
But that's not always a surefire defeat, right?
Oh, no.
And we'll get into that. Why don't we get a game started?
All right.
Which faction are you gonna play?
The Northern Realms, which is what most of us will be playing with for the better part of the game until you can really get out there and collect all of the cards.
Yeah.
I've got a pretty decent deck built for the Northern Realms currently.
Cool. You have a couple of heroes. I see.
I have a couple of hero cards, which are great because they will not get affected by special cards, which will like cancel out rows and stuff. And we'll show you that in a couple of seconds. And then each faction has leader cards. So like you can pick like a special card automatically, or this is my personal favorite that I've had so far. It doubles all the strength of 1 row of combatants. So let's get into the game and see how this goes.
That's like a free battle horn. That's really good. So, this game is played in rounds. It starts where you can mulligan off up to 2 cards. So if there's anything that you see that you don't want.
Dandelion too. I haven't played him yet.
So, your starting hand is kind of heavy with special cards. You're a little bit light on actual units, so this could be a little bit tough.
Well, we'll see. So,
you see there's the playfield is split into 3 areas. There's the melee area, the ranged area, and the siege area. And, you know, each of your unit cards is playable on one of those zones. Although there are unit cards that are hybrids that can be placed in either, which makes them a little bit extra flexible.
So what I'm going to do first off is, because when you're playing against a monster deck, I'm going to just go ahead and spend this spy card, which gives them extra points, but it allows me to draw 2 cards extra on my own, since I'm a little bit light on units. And this was actually a really good pull, because now I've got a medic who can bring back a card from our discard pile, and I've also got a trebuchet, which will help a lot with that siege card.
Yeah, absolutely. So what you just did, you just played a spy card. Those are the cards with an eye on them.
Yep.
And what's interesting about spy cards is that they actually work against you in that it's a spy that you insert into the other team's ranks. So that person's combat total will count for your opponent's side, but you get to draw 2 cards, and that's so valuable in Gwent because Gwent is all about, even more than Hearthstone, is all about resources. It's all about card control. You know how you talk about being up in cards in Hearthstone, and it's a very important concept. It's even more so in Gwent because you don't draw a card every turn. You draw 10 cards at the start. You're going to have to play with that group of 10 cards for up to 3 rounds if it goes to the 3rd round. And generally speaking, there's no strong way to draw more cards. The Northern Realms faction, which you're playing as, does have the special ability where if you win...
use right now. I'm going to use... What do you think? Do you think we should use Biting Frost to cancel out the effects of all their cards, or should we waste that Commander's Horn? I'm more inclined to hang on to that and get rid of the Weather card.
I would hang on to the horn right now for sure. Here's the thing. Unless you were planning on trying... See, I don't know if the reason I'm not sure if I would have done that is because I don't know if you're trying to win this round or not.
Well, I am, because he passed.
Oh, he passed?
Yeah, you got to pay attention.
Oh, I was busy talking. I'm sorry. So the round ends when both players pass.
Oh, good. We get another spy card. Great.
Oh, God.
No, that's fine. I'm A-okay with that.
So the reason you pass is because you feel either confident that with what you have out that the other person can't beat it. Or you feel, I've spent enough cards, I don't want to get behind in cards.
You cannot afford to waste any more.
Right. So in that case, the computer, thinking that it definitely had the round 1, decided to pass, and then we used a Biting Frost card, which is one of the weather cards in the game. Now, what weather cards do is they make all units in a particular row. It reduces all of their attacks, their base attack to 1. So what that does, basically, it's like if someone stacks one row really, really with a lot of powerful cards,
you can take out the majority of their
power. Exactly. It's kind of like Gwent's version of a board clear. But it's not as overwhelming to deal with as it is in Hearthstone. Like in Hearthstone, like for instance, if you played against a lot of mage control decks in Hearthstone, you're always trying to play around Flame Strike. You don't want to put too many guys out because you don't want. Oh boy, here's Muster in action.
Oh, no,
okay, that was not that bad.
I was expecting way worse.
I was expecting
than
a flood of dudes.
Yeah, because it usually is, especially with the Neckers, because Necrophage cards are. They're so plentiful, it's not even funny.
Right, yeah, it's very... There's tons of them.
So I'm going to go ahead and use a majority of our close combat cards, because Dandelion here is a close combat card, but if we take a closer look at him, he also comes with a free Commander's Horn.
Oh, very cool.
So he'll automatically double the strength of any units we throw into this row.
And the key thing here is that the opposing side has played so heavily into the melee line that even if they have... a Biting Frost, they're only really going to be hurting themselves. See, like, okay, they just played a Biting Frost, so that's fine. They're hurting themselves at that point.
Right. And now we still get to double up our points.
Exactly. We can still double our points, so now we're getting twice the value in that row as they are. So they kind of screwed themselves there.
Just a little bit.
Another interesting card that you have is you have a medic card down there.
I do, yeah. Shall we?
Yeah. Let's at least show people what it looks like.
So card. We can replay. Oh, we only played one card last hand. Whoops.
That's okay.
Well, that's fine. This is actually good because we just have that other Commander's Horn that we want to use as well.
Sure. So, yeah, those meta cards allow you to bring back a character from a previous round that you already used. So it's again a kind of way to help you stay ahead on cards.
I'm gonna go ahead and.
Wow, you're going pretty all in on this.
Oh yeah, no, I plan to win this hand.
Oh no!
It's fine. We get that. We get that clear skies.
They just play the Torrential Rain, which is going to lower the damage of Oh, that's right. You have the clear skies. Okay,
exactly,
cool.
and we have a clear skies.
Ooh,
And they've
but
also
clear
screwed
skies is
themselves
gonna-
as well.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. Here's what's tricky is that. Oh, right. You have the horn.
Right.
So now
yeah,
you've
we're
horned
still
in
in
both.
a very good way.
Yeah, you're still in a good. Yeah, actually, they only have one card left, so you're
Right.
actually okay
So
here.
What are they gonna do?
Let's see though. Who knows what that last card is? Let's see
Pass.
if it's.
They passed.
Oh, they passed.
They
Okay,
don't
so
get
you're
nothing.
good. You're
they
in
got
there.
nothing. They know they can't win. I could end it right here and now. I'm not gonna though. I'm just gonna.
I'm
gonna throw
You're
that
gonna
on
add
there, too,
insult
just
to injury.
because.
You know what else you could do? You know what you should do? You should decoy. So let's show people what decoy is.
All right,
Decoy's
so
an interesting
decoy.
card.
I'm gonna take Dandelion back. Or who do I want?
Oh no, actually, there's almost no one you can. What I was gonna say is take the medic back because that's what I like doing. So decoy.
Oh, you could do that, but no.
Decoy allows you to take one of your units off the field.
So I'm gonna take Dandelion back.
Okay.
So now there's a decoy in this place. So I lost the 2 points that he had, and all my other characters went down. But if need be, I could still replay him in the same hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we've won, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass.
So this is one of the things I really like about yay success.
We won.
And this is one of the things I really like about Gwent is that you don't have to worry as much about playing around those big cards like the torrential rain or the thick fog. You do have to be careful not to play into them too hard. You don't want to be reckless about it, but at the same time, it's not like placing a flame strike or something in Hearthstone,
Exactly.
where if you have too many resources on the board and you get hit with a flame strike, it's just like devastating, and it's pretty much the end of your game and the end of your momentum. Like
the only cards I've seen that have been the Scorch cards.
Yeah, and even then, Scorch the other person has to be smart not to, because Scorch will get rid of whatever the most powerful enemy is on the board, or the most powerful unit on the board is. But in order for the opponent to use that effectively, they have to make sure that they're putting weaker weaker units out to make sure that you always have the higher one. Otherwise, it can hurt them. So.
Exactly. Dag nabbit.
This game really is about resource management, mind games, and it's less so about hard deck construction and about super powerful board clears that kind of loom over the battlefield.
Yeah.
That's why I really love
those
it.
totally help.
Well, they do help, but it's and there's a little bit of it, but it's less about I would say playing into a weather card is way less punishing and way less of an issue and way more avoidable than some of the board clears that you see in competitive Hearthstone. But yeah, that's Gwent.
Yep. It's super cool.
It's super cool. It's a lot of fun.
If you got the Xbox One Collector's Edition of The Witcher 3, enjoy playing it IRL.
Yes, which you and I have done.
And it's so
like
good.
Huge nerds.
It's so much fun.
But yeah, that's all we got for Gwent in this video. But if you want to see more Gwent cards, more about Gwent, you can head on over to our wiki that John here is helping put together for more information on where to get good Gwent cards and just where to get cool things in Witcher 3 in general. So for all your Witcher 3 needs, you're already in the right place. IGN.
Let's go play Gwent.
Let's
for
do
real.
it.